Tonight, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Conway. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a give right side. Conway. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Second and 7. Gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Up to the 20. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. To throw on 3rd down, Johnston. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Johnston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Collins. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Another one caught by Collins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A nice gain of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught by Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bulldogs will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this 1st half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Collins. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there, between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. The 20. Touchdown. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bulldogs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Johnston.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And they will take over 1st and 10. London about set to take over on offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. 2nd and 9 now. This complete to Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. It's complete. It's Gore. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. to throw now on first down. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll set up a throw. Staying on his feet. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Bulldogs are looking good here in the season opener. They're able to extend their lead. Now for the point after. And it's 21-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Johnston. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked. Back to throw again.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's going, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 32. 136 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run the option left side. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bulldogs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on third and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 6-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Johnston. He will find his man Chase complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Operating from the gun, Johnston. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Johnston. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year, always a special one, and love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season, and before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season. So for the Londoners, they begin the new campaign with a victory.